for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Sorry about the noise, but I can't leave the machine right now. I got some big shit going on in here. But we have breaking news that, wow, I can't believe this is happening, to be quite honest with you. We've got breaking news that Dan Quinn has withdrawn his name for coaching considerations to remain as defensive coordinator in Dallas. Yeah, that just happened. Thomas Garrett, can you hear me? Brother, can you hear me? Can you see me? I know it's noisy in here, I'm sorry, but I've got to do it. Nice. So Dan Quinn is staying with the Dallas Cowboys. Let me say one more time. Dan Quinn is staying with the Dallas. Can you hear me though? I know I am the multitask. Just hang on. You gotta make sure this is exact. I'm the multitask. We broke it already? Okay. Well, glad you broke it. I've been in working my other job, my Cowboys family. Congratulations to you. Way to go. So, great news. I never claimed to be first all the time. Lord knows, when I've been first, people come back and try and bite me in the ass. Okay. How's everybody doing today? Not angry. Not angry. Well, I'm fasting, so I'm hangry. So I'm hangry, okay? If that's okay with you. But I kind of speculated that. Well, okay. I kind of speculated that if you actually watched my morning video, once Denver said they ended up getting the coordinator from there, I thought for sure that means that he's coming back. Because he was basically at the top of their wish list. And if he ended up not getting that job, the chances were he wasn't going to get the other one. And now the Bears, of course, have hired Matthew Eberflus. Oh, okay. I was working my day job. Sorry. But yeah, great news. Sorry I'm late to the punch, but I'm busy trying to make something special for my parents. So yes, definitely happy he's staying with the Cowboys. That is huge, huge news. But I tell you what my Cowboys family can't do. I bet you can't do this. This is why I didn't break it. Sheila Neal, what's up? Busy trying to make some artwork for you guys. But I'm happy as can be. This may be one of those cases that Dan Quinn looked at it and said, you know, is it really better to go through the pressure of being a head coach? Again, I've been there and done that. And I can go ahead and be a kingmaker with guys like Micah Parsons. You know what I'm saying? That would be better. Not have the pressure and being in the spotlight in the media like Mike McCarthy is right now. And maybe, just maybe, I end up being the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. Sean Payton next. Well, here's where it would be good because, see, Sean Payton's going to be your offensive coordinator as well as your head coach. Sean Payton needs a really good defensive coordinator. I'm going to decline that one. They can leave you a message. Can we see the Dallas project? Oh. Sure. Well, I got my Jobu star. I've got my helmet over here with the Jobu star on it. And I'm not licensed to sell. Good morning, Miss Jackie. I'm not licensed to sell NFL merchandise. This one is actually I'm making for myself for my house, or I'll do it as a giveaway. But basically, I'm making butcher blocks. I'm making butcher blocks that you can have anything customized in there. In fact, check this out. This is 66 years ago, my parents. 66 years ago. And I'm actually carving this profile out to give to my parents. So that's why I couldn't break the news. But it's all good. It's all good. Shout out to my Cowboys family for getting it there. We're not in competition. We're all Dallas Cowboys fans that love our Cowboys. And why would Dan commit if he wasn't sure of the head coach? Maybe Sean Payton is a done deal. I don't think Sean Payton will be a done deal this year. That's next year. Because Cowboys, at this point, I think it's almost too late to do the Sean Payton thing. I'm taking Dak. TB12. I'm taking Dak. By Kellen. I don't know that Kellen Moore is going to be gone. Army Mom, how you doing? Dan loves it here. And I think Dan loves working with Micah and the players. Haven't come up with the price on those, but probably the custom things like these, if they're epoxy, they'll probably be about 100, 120 because that's solid birch. That thick, and it's a lot of work. Love the news. Oh, I definitely love it. Dak isn't the issue, he's the solution. Quinn attracts free agents. True. Kellen Moore needs to go. But here's what also Dan Quinn does. Dan is good at figuring out what I need. Because, see, up to us fans, we look and say, oh, we got to get a Jamal Adams. Jamal Adams costs Seattle 2 number ones and a third. And he's an in-the-box safety. We go out and find guys like Jaron Curse and stuff and are plugging and playing guys that aren't costing us draft picks, guys that are rock bottom cheap. And can we keep Rush? Cooper Rush? I'm sure they'll keep him. K. Francis? I don't know that it's unexpected. What it may be, and here's what we don't know, I've speculated all along, Dan Quinn would go out and see what's out there as far as offers go and let Jerry Jones do. Because, see, it's like this. If you say, oh, I'm not going anywhere. Oh, I'm not going anywhere. I'm good. Then, fine, we're good. But if you let him know that, hey, I might go elsewhere. We don't know if Jerry Jones, gave him a new contract and offered him a whole bunch more money. Because that may be one of those ones that Jerry Jones said, hey, Dan, you know what, buddy? We really love you. We're going to drop an extra $1 million a year on your contract. And he kind of said, I can stay at the place I really like with the players that I enjoy doing, having the control I want. I get an extra $1 million. I'm in the spotlight. Still in the spotlight, but without having to be the one taking the bullets. Mike McCarthy will take the bullets. Might be a good deal. Brian Flores, I think he might. Because here's why you think Brian Flores might get the job with New York, is because I think it would help them to get Deshaun Watson. So when you look at it from the standpoint of saying, we're hiring the offensive coordinator from Green Bay. We're hiring him because he can help us to hopefully try and land Aaron Rodgers. You look at the same thing with the Giants and say, okay, maybe he helps us land Deshaun Watson because that's the main reason why he ended up getting run out of town. Now, I got to pull this. Emily Ann, what's up? See, my Cowboys family broke the news. Shout out to him. I'm going to show you guys some new shit. Ain't nobody breaking this on there, are they? Delusional Cowboys. Eastside Herald, what's up? Eastside, you know you have to pay your penance, buddy. Where's my cash? Apparently he's withdrawn his name for coaching considerations. And, of course, there is the jobs are drying up. I couldn't be happier. Oops, excuse me. I could not be happier about Dan Quinn's game. You guys don't seem to understand. You know, as much as we talk about Mike McCarthy as the head coach, he's not the guy working with the players. Dan is the one that changed that defense. It wasn't Mike McCarthy. And anytime you can go from 27 to 7 in scoring defense in one season, think about what he should be able to do next year as we go into the draft and get more players that fit his system, as he's able to go ahead and get free agents that fit. I'm happy, y'all. I'll be there in 1 second. I can't wait to finish. These are going to be so cool, Jerry. I think that's what epoxy. Yeah, it's epoxy resin. I gotta blow dry it real quick. Then get the bubbles out. I'm new at this, so forgive me. But this is incredible news. You get that? You just don't know how happy I am about this. Dan Quinn is great. Now the question will be is, what happens with Kellen Moore? Can't wait till it's afternoon right before the rest of this thing. The Heat gets the yes, that's his breaking Skywalker with Skywalker Steel. Shout out to Skywalker Steel, my Cowboys family. I can't quit my day job. Okay, so you feeling good about that? Kellen Moore is not going to be replaced. Dak likes Kellen Moore too much. We're not replacing Kellen Moore. Aloha, Mark. Don't quit your day job. Kramer Malone, what's up? Well, if these come out right, no, I wouldn't be able to, because I got too many people I got to take. You can email me at cowboysmark94@gmail, and I'm still working on figuring out exactly what I have to do these. But you can email me and say, hey, I'm interested, and I can give you the lowdown on it. Let's run it back and keep everyone. Yeah, Big Ben, I did get that. I did get that about an hour ago. I think I broke that one. While they were breaking Dan Quinn, I was breaking the Bears and the other one. How about that? Road to nowhere. How can we say Dak Prescott is turning into a Kellen Moore quarterback when Kellen Moore's never done anything as a quarterback? I don't see how you can correlate that one. I'm on vacation and working at home this week. Cool. What do I think Kellen Moore, if Sean Payton comes next year? Kellen Moore will be gone. Sean Payton will, or he'll be offensive coordinator in name only. Sean Payton would call the plays. I don't know that if you have Sean Payton that you want Kellen Moore calling the plays. That ain't gonna happen. So 4 hours from now, what time is it, guys? I can pour the rest of this. I think these are going to be cool. Don't want to waste any. This shit's expensive. He didn't draw it, nobody wants it. Okay. If you, Dan Quinn withdrew his name from consideration. Dan knew Sean Payton is coming? Maybe. Can't touch it anymore. Can't touch this. Sean Payton is sitting out here, guys. Let that dream go. Amen. And that's really where you know, that's where you really want it to be at this moment. You probably want him to kind of get his mind right and just kind of catch his breath before he comes into it. I mean, to literally jump out of that and then to jump into the Dallas Cowboys, it's more about pressure applied this point. Now we just need a new offensive coordinator. Guys, Kellen Moore hasn't been fired or let go. Kellen Moore is still your offensive coordinator. Jerry hasn't said we're going to let him go, you know, we're firing him and he's looking for a job. He's still employed by the Dallas Cowboys. I still have 26 minutes left on my parents. I'm carving out my parents over here to give them as a gift. Peace out, fam. Peace out. Just watch the press conference. Guys, the man's burned to give him a year. Well, I hope he comes up with some better plays for next year. Make me the offensive coordinator. Oh, God, Kellen Moore is still part of that Jason Garrett tree. True. And Jerry Jones is still part of that Jason Garrett tree, too. It wasn't like we were the Giants offense here that had negative 16 yards passing. We did have some good games in there, guys. We did have some good ones. Take it easy, Jeremy Johnson. The news on Quinn, go to Twitter. Go to Twitter, you'll see it. And right here, they're saying that Dan Quinn, my Cowboys family, he just left and told you he broke news. So it's popping up everywhere now. So, okay. 11:34. Okay. So in 4 hours, I can put some more in here. Still learning, y'all. So how you feel? You happy? You mad? You sad? Listen, guys, if we fix the running game, well, to fix the running game, I think really you have to fix the offensive line. You have to fix the offensive line in order to play sound defense. We need to be running the ball 20 to 25 times. The question that I have is, did Jerry Jones come up with some more cash to keep him? That's the really big question. Hell yeah, get a new offensive coordinator. Yeah, don't think Quinn wanted Don't think Quinn want to spend time. Yeah. Payton is taking a year off. We'll just have to wait till next year. That's exactly how it's going to have to be. Exactly how it's going to have to be. So, I'm happy about keeping Dan Quinn. I think Dan Quinn is probably the biggest off-season move that the Cowboys have made or will make. It doesn't really matter if you switch Zeke or Tony if you don't do something about the offensive line. Tony Pollard, yes, had some good games and stuff, but Tony Pollard's not good at blocking. And even when you played Tony Pollard more, the last half of the season, our offensive line was atrocious. So unless you fix that, it don't matter. It don't matter. Yeah, there's tools I don't have. I've got a table saw, a regular arm saw, a shaper, a thickness sander, an edge sander, check this out. I'm making this as a surprise for my parents. Replace Kellen Moore, he's costing us games. Well, you could say that about a lot of things. You could say Connor Williams cost us games. You could say Randy Gregory cost us games. Lola, what's up, Miss Hot Sauce? How you doing? We ran the football effectively. But see, here's the problem. Yes, running the football effectively is easier said than done. Because if you don't have an offensive line that's opening holes, you're just running into a brick wall, and that's what we did. I'll bring Marco Colombo back. Zeke was hurt all year, so was Tony Pollard for half of it as well. But here's the thing. You didn't have holes. You guys are missing the point. There weren't holes. The offensive line was atrocious the second half of the season. There's no way to sugarcoat this, guys. It just was butt ugly. Connor Williams and all of the damn penalties he had. Tyler Badish, I'm not sure that he's really a starting center. Lyle Collins is not what he was. And Tyron Smith had a hurt ankle and was out for 7 games. You're not going to run the football with an offensive line that your starters played together for 3 games. 3 games, that's it. Every week, I think we had 11 different lineups on the offensive line. Frank Fleece, I would say, actually, doesn't matter. Because in the end, he's the head coach. He's not the offensive coordinator, he's not the defensive coordinator. And if anything, he should be playing like his life depended on it, because it does. I don't think Bill Callahan would come back. You know, we can dream about getting this player and that player and this coach, but the reality is you're not necessarily getting anybody who doesn't want to be here. Lyle Collins needs to go back to left guard. Maybe. Replace the center and we get rid of Connor Williams. Well, that's get rid of both of them is what you're talking about. Both of them. Well, here's what we better hope. Mike McCarthy, this is where Mike McCarthy killed me in the press conference, where he basically said we're going to address the penalties in the off-season when it was a problem all season long. So I hope you can address them and fix it, but you should have been addressing that during the season. If I'm Jerry, I'm very first thing I'm addressing the offseason is the O-line. Move Connor to center. But here's the thing. Connor Williams is a free agent. It means you got to give him a new contract. Are you ready to tie him down to a new contract? You know, Quinn or Moore have really done nothing in the playoffs, so I'm not surprised they were passed up. True, but here's the thing. Dan Quinn did take a team to the Super Bowl. Dan Quinn turned around a defense. Now, I could say Kellen Moore, to me, was not ready to be a head coach. There's no doubt in my mind Kellen Moore should not have been a head coach. Dan Quinn, you could say he's had experience of doing it. You've seen how he is with players and things. I could say Yeah, I'd hire Dan Quinn. I'd hire Dan Quinn before I would have hired Urban Meyer. Fish is the first and best Cowboys tuber with receipts and facts. Okay. Quinn took a team to the Super Bowl. So I'm like, when you talking about playoff wins, he took a team to the Super Bowl. Trying to see your comments here. Rhino, okay, so why are you here then? Wow, Lola, big slap at you, Rhino. Wow. Give him the heater, Lola, give him the heater. Best news I've seen since the playoff loss. Dan is staying. Dan Quinn has allegedly taken his name off consideration for head coaching jobs. I think Dan Quinn used that to get a better deal from Jerry. Mark is better than Fish, not about the inside, it's about the content. Well, thank you very much. Listen, hey, in the end, I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's my Cowboys family, Law Nation, Bosch Lombardi, Fish, Foots, DMV, my man, E2 Blue. The bottom line is this. We're all rooting for the Dallas Cowboys to get better. You know what I'm saying? And everybody has a little bit different take, a little bit different flavor, and there's plenty of ones out there that you love. It's not a competition. You can love Jobu Sports and Fish as well. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be an either or. You know, this is a la carte. You can grab what you like, you know? Yeah, the feed technique was awful. No leverage, getting pushed around a couple of games. Are you talking about Tyler Badish? Because Tyler Badish would a lot of times let defensive linemen get up under his pads and lift him up, and then he's playing the titty game. You can't play titty games blocking. You got to be the low man. You got to keep them off of you with your hands, and he's got to work on that. But he's already been here 2 years now, so sometimes you start getting those things, and it's hard to get away from them. Oh, let me check the machine over here real quick. Just be cool. Wow. Only 4 minutes left to rock that funk. This is going to be a little noisier over here, but come here. Let me show you guys. I'm trying to decide how well I like this. So this is, some of these are better than others. This is a 63-year-old pitcher right here. And this is the replica of it. See my dad, see my mom. We've got a lot of the detail between the two of them there. I guess that is the wrinkles of the shirt. That's the bust and the grill. I guess this just couldn't get a lot of the detail because it's black and white. But I think if you put the picture side by side, it'll be okay. I'm gonna let it finish. It's got 1 minute left, so I'm checking out, see what it looks like, and then I'll paint it, see. You're working on your softball roster. I'm very excited too. I'm excited as can be. That Chaz Green line wasn't what's up. Oh, geez. We don't talk about Chaz Green. We don't talk about Chaz Green. No. Never bring up Chaz Green. Don't bring up Chaz Green. That's a huge win for Dallas. Now let's get this defense working together. All right, this thing's done. So let's check it out. Hang on. I can turn off the dust collector. Turn that off. Okay. This may not have enough detail like I wanted it to. See how well it looks. And it might be better once I paint it too. But with a picture that's 66 years old, I guess I can only expect so much detail on it. So, this, you probably can't see that much on it, but this is the picture of the two. So I'm going to actually paint that real quick and see how well it looks. This would be my mother and my father, and that's the dress. And of course, some of the school bus behind them. Maybe that the detail maybe needed to be deeper. That's the bus's grill. So, under Jerry Jones's team is not winning. You know what? I'm not going to go that far. Because you don't know what can happen. Unless you got a time machine and can go forward in time, you don't know. You just don't know. You can speculate. You can think you know. You can act like you know. But nobody really knows. And I'm sick and tired of hearing people that seem to be an expert. You remember the same people that said, you know, like, I'm going to tell you, Skip Bayless, Dallas Cowboys ain't winning the division. That's right. They not winning the division. In fact, they ain't even going second place. They going third place in the division. Right? Isn't that what they said? I mean, I remember people saying that Dak Prescott was going to be flipping burgers in a couple of years. Last I checked, the only burgers he's flipping is in his backyard, where he's got his own football field. So anybody that tells you they know, they don't know shit. They told you the defense was going to suck up, didn't they? Oh, there's no way the Cowboys defense, they can't stop nobody. Isn't that what you heard? Everybody talking about, right? Dallas Cowboys defense is suspect. Okay. Somebody, okay. Simpson says Dak Prescott is good and the 49ers should go get him. Okay. Yeah, but he's under contract with a no trade clause. Guys, it's not fantasy football. You can't just go ahead and say, we're going to go get somebody who's under contract. That shit drives me crazy. I'm going to finish painting this, and then I'm going to have to go to the stove. I got to pick up some more stuff that I need for here. It's supposed to snow tomorrow again, and I want to make sure I have everything I need. So I'm happy that we keep Dan Quinn. I really like Dan Quinn. I think Dan Quinn was a difference maker on that defense, and I think he'll be even better the second year. And I think maybe Jerry Jones stepped up to the plate and maybe offered him more money. And two, I'm not sure that he was getting the response that he wanted from the teams to get those jobs. I think Denver's the one that he wanted the most. And it may be that they decided we're going with the Aaron Rodgers route, which is why they went Green Bay. And once that happened, it was kind of like, okay, I'm going to turn it down. Because, see, the reality is this. You need leverage. And the reason you would do as many different interviews would be to get better leverage with Jerry. If Jerry thinks that you're going to be leaving, he's going to offer more money. If he really wants you. You follow what I'm saying? If he really wants him, you want to make sure that they think that you're going to go someplace else. Because if you're worried about him going someplace else, then you've got leverage against them. This is a gift from my parents right here. I'm working on it. Hope it turns out as good as I hope. Leverage is best done on football field, battling in the trenches. You're right about that one. It's a Cowboys, Mark. It's a Cowboys. What's a Cowboys? You mean over here? This? Yeah, this is my serving butcher block over here, and some other ones that I'm working on. You can only put the epoxy. The one I have a centimeter thick. So you have to put it on a couple of layers. So I got to wait 4 hours before I can put another coat on those. But these are going to be epoxy resin, so it'll be nice and glossy. So I can't wait to finish these. These are going to be cool. And that is going to be my mom and dad's picture. So I'm going to see how that works out. So, yeah, big man retired. How much? How much for what? One of these? These will probably be about 120 because it's 1.5 inch thick solid wood, birch, and there's a lot of work that goes into making it like that. But I haven't figured it out. These actually, I can't sell Cowboys logo. I can't do that because I'm not a licensed designer. I can give one of these away. I can make this and give it away, but I can do other stuff. So I can literally do custom patterns. If you want something on there, you can say, hey Mark, here's a picture or a graph of what I want. We can do that. But I'm just learning. I am just learning right now on how to do this stuff, so I'm getting better and better with it. Juju wants to be a Chief. Good luck trying to get to be a wide receiver over there. Yeah, good luck on that one. Juju's got some issues there that may make people pause his social media presence. I'm going to talk about some teams that are actually still playing for a second. If you don't mind, Kansas City versus Rams would be, yeah. I mean, I'm watching. I'm just disappointed that we're not, of course, in there. It sucks. It really sucks. But that's the life of a Cowboys fan, and that's what we all are. Cowboy fans that have a team that just is not good enough. Maybe one of these days, before I go away from here, the Cowboys will be good enough to win another Super Bowl. But you know what? I feel your pain. I understand how we feel disappointed. But guys, we got to taste victory 12 times this year. That's twice as many times as we did last year. You know, I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. Now, if we go on the toilet next year and don't make the playoffs, then of course I'm going to be really pissed. But let's see what happens next season, okay? Just be cool. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither were these cutting boards. New York GCM said they're all in. Yeah. Well, of course you're going to say that until something better comes across. You're not going to say we're all in and going to get Deshaun Watson, because then you give up your leverage. You'll want leverage, okay? The best thing you can have is I can walk away. We should have been used to it by now. We should be, but I'm not. I'll never be. Should still go undefeated in the division. Yeah, we should. But we're going to have that first place schedule, which is going to make things harder. Cowboys should be experimenting. We should have proven coaches. Randy. All right, Randy. And we can see how it works. Now we need Kellen Moore to go. They're not going to fire Kellen Moore. They're just not. Thank you, Jeff Lee. I'm trying. I'm trying to do good work here in the workshop. Trying to do better with my health. Trying to keep you guys up to speed on what's going on with the Cowboys and giving you my perspective and things. And I appreciate you guys because you guys keep me going. Can Moore learn from mistakes? Yes, you can always learn from mistakes. Heck, I learned from mistakes that I've made in here, and I'm getting better each time. Yeah, I'm getting better each time. Yes. A1 Kev, what's up? Hard when you've just been dying. Yeah, Mark Holmes, we can't just let Kellen Moore go. You could, but I don't think Jerry Jones is going to do that. Alan S. Quinn staying also means development for Micah Parsons and others, especially upcoming defensive rookies. Amen. That's why I think that's the biggest move the Cowboys could make this offseason. Do you think Kellen Moore wants another year? I don't see why he wouldn't, because at the moment he doesn't have any other options. You wouldn't. The only way you go from being offensive coordinator for the Cowboys is to being a head coach. You don't look at this and say, I'm going to make a lateral move. You stay with the Cowboys. I could see if you were offensive coordinator for the Jets and we're going to the Cowboys, that is a move that's considered a more prime move. But first of all, nobody's offered him a coordinator job anywhere else. So it's head coach or you stay where you're at. And the Cowboys still own his rights. One big thing about Quinn staying and having Parsons may be really attractive. Yeah, now the thing is on Parsons, though, they got a big decision to make to me. Parsons is a good linebacker, but he's a better edge rusher. And I think that you really need to use him more as that outside linebacker, more so than as a middle linebacker. You've got to be able to keep that pressure on. And from the time D-Law came back, we didn't put on as much pressure on the edge. I wish I could find statistics on how much pressure we put on with DeMarcus Lawrence back versus Micah Parsons, but I can't find a breakdown on that. I do know we got more sacks when we had Micah Parsons there. How's the weather? Cold, Nick. It was down in the teens again last night. Stop with the experimenting. Go get a real offense coordinator. Rini, actually just email me cowboysmark94@gmail because they're not on my website yet. Just email me and say, hey, Mark, I want to get one of those big butcher blocks and here's what I want on there. And I can figure out something on there. Cause like I said, I haven't sold any of these, and the Cowboys logo on, I can't sell those. But I can do some different things for you. So just email me Cowboys Mark and say, I'd like to get one, or what I'd like to do with them. Hey, pray for Mark dealing with a lot. I'm good, man. I'm good. I like to stay busy. I love to stay busy. I wake up in the morning. I'm ready to get my coffee, ready to do my morning video. I'm doing keto stuff now too, so I'm doing different videos with that. I'm happy about what I'm doing. Hey, Mark, could you make a Joe Barty that fits my desk at work? Yeah. What size? Does it need to be? That's the small ones. These are about 12 inches tall. The big ones are like 22 inches tall. You need it bigger or smaller? Busy means busy, but I like being busy. I go crazy if I'm not busy. See, here's the problem I have in life. I can't stand to just. I mean, okay. Let me rephrase this. I can sit there and I can watch football, but that's not the only time you will see me just sitting around doing nothing. I drive my wife crazy because she's like, "Slow down, slow down. Take it easy. Watch some." And I just kind of sit there and I feel like I should be doing something to be productive. Cowboys Mark 94 Gmail. That's right. Cowboys Mark 94 Gmail is my email address. So email me and say, "Hey, Mark, I'd like to get something like that," and I'll be more than happy to. Like I said, I've got some more blanks over here. I'm still make a super chat for 120, and Mark can give it as a gift. Um, yeah, okay, we could do it that way. Hey, brother, bless you. I feel it in my spirit. We're going to make it run to the Super Bowl. Hopefully, Micah doesn't pull a Chase Young. I don't think so. I think Micah Parsons is hungry. How do I get one of those? You can just email me cowboysmark94 at Gmail. Cowboys Mark MARK 94 at Gmail. Thank you, Nick. Nick, I love you, dog. I love you. Randy Sykes looked like Air Riders should be going. Aaron Rod, yeah, that's the reason why they hired the offensive coordinator there. I think to try and lure him here. More Jesus means more rest. Good rest too. Okay, I'm not sure I understand that one, but Mark, once you learn how to program the CNC, you will be cutting three or four. Yeah, probably. I tried yesterday just cutting out, using the machine to cut out a football. It's slow. In the time, in the time that it takes to cut one of the footballs, I could have actually cut out about 5 or 6 of them. Now, if you're talking about making precise stuff, well, that's different. But it may be that I still kind of make my Joe Bartys the same way, but then I go through and I can engrave them with the machine. Because, like, for example, picture this. Picture like a tabletop that's engraved and then epoxied. Oh, now tell me that's not going to be beautiful. The epoxy resin on top of it will be better than the glass. Dan Quinn needs Buddy Rhymes, Kevin Gilbride plays added to a scheme. Yeah, supposedly, again, I still have to learn because there's some pieces I do want to make sure that I cut out on the machine once I learn. But you can set it up so, like, for example, I can lay a full sheet of plywood on there and it'll go through and it will cut out all the pieces that you need for a cabinet. But it may take a couple hours to do that for all the pieces for one cabinet. I guess in some regard, you say, okay, I can turn the machine on and I can go drink coffee and watch football all day. But I can cut pieces. There's Law Nation. He just popped in there and forming the team that he's remaining. I can actually go through and cut the pieces probably quicker. How much are the Joe Bartys? The Joe Barty, the small ones right now, if you email me about them, I can give you a discount of 25% off. They're $29 for the small ones. The big ones are $59. So again, just email me and let me know what you want. CowboysMark94 at Gmail. And what I can do is send you an invoice with the discount and give me your address. I need your address so that way we know where it's going to go. I'm excited to see Quinn's vision for the defense will be the next year. Oh my God, I can't wait either. I really can't wait to see what we do. It's got to be better than what it's got to be better the second year because the first year you were dealing with the stuff that was already there. Now you've kind of put some pieces together, and now you can go out there and you can get some more pieces to add to it. That is so much better than us starting over again with somebody who's going to have a different vision of what to do. Cowboy Sports Report by Charles in Charge. We can upgrade O-line because the 5 are on the roster. Steele is good right tackle. I agree with you. I think Steele's better than Lyle Collins. I think Steele is a better option. Our offensive line started going to shit once we ended up bringing Lyle Collins back, and when Tyron Smith got hurt. We'll be able to keep a lot of these players now. Yes, definitely. But appreciate all the super chats, everybody. You guys really help in here, and everybody who did a super chat, I'll write your name down. We'll put you in the drawing, because what we're probably going to do is some of the, I do giveaways. People that do super chats and stuff. I'm going to do some more giveaways of stuff like this that I'm making. Please read it. I did read it. I thought I read it. That we can make, yeah, because Steele is a good right tackle. Lyle Collins, he hasn't been the same. He had really one really good year at tackle. He's bigger right tackle than last year. 52 put him on an original spot, left guard, and okay, that's not bad. Um, I still think you need a better guard. I would consider taking Lyle Collins and trying him back out at guard and putting Terrence Steele out there, and then look at getting another center, a center and left tackle. Yeah, I think you've got to find a replacement for Tyron Smith. The amount of money that with us being in the cap situation that we are, um, you can't spend $19 million for a tackle that's only going to play half the season. Nice. Let's go get rid of Anthony Brown. Okay. Down by where you comment, there should be a dollar sign. There's a dollar sign. You see where you comment? There's a dollar sign on it. You click on that, and that takes you to do a super chat. Sean Payton is what I'm waiting for. I'm done with overhyped Kellen Moore couch potato looking. Ooh, wow. Trucker's Life. What's up, man? Oh, always Trucker's Life. Trucker's Life, you're one of the few YouTubers that I actually have time, that I make sure I make time to watch their videos, buddy. I just hope the offense can get it together next year. The offense had good and bad moments. It wasn't, you guys act like we're the Giants on the offense, man. I'm trying to understand that. We weren't awful. We just stopped being able to run the football the second half of the season. The offensive line was in flux. And you guys don't seem to understand how important the offensive line is. If you don't have an offensive line that can hold up, I mean, if you looked at Pat Mahomes in that 13 seconds, Pat Mahomes was able to do what he did because he wasn't getting hit. He didn't have people draped off of him. He didn't have hands in his face. That is, I don't know how to stress the importance of it. We need Sean Payton now, not as a lame duck. Well, I tell you what, this would be me. Now, keeping Dan Quinn would make it easier to bring in Sean Payton now. Because Sean Payton, you can go through and do the offense. He basically, Sean Payton comes in immediately. I'm taking over the offense. Kellen Moore, see you later. Okay, go pound dirt. Mike McCarthy, hit the bricks. And you leave what was already being built there with Dan Quinn on the defense. But I don't think that would happen. That would be a dream scenario, is that you can immediately get him. But what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to compensate New Orleans, because New Orleans owns his rights. And they may still own his rights next year. Matt, I can say it till the cows come home, but see, the average fan doesn't see that. They just see, well, look at Pat Mahomes and Josh Allen, what they were doing. How come Dak's not like that? Because Dak's running for his life and he's got no running attack. But, such is life of dealing with just a casual fan that doesn't understand the full scope of the game. That's just the way it is. Anyway, I've got to go get these propane tanks filled. Do you still do Cowboys experience? I didn't this year because I didn't go to Dallas this year, but I will next year. Wait a minute. Let's say it again. Mark, they are saying on ESPN that Sean Payton would elevate Dak. Oh, of course he would elevate Dak. Are you kidding me? You think that Drew Brees was great when he first got to New Orleans? Part of the reason why Tony Romo was as good as he was? Sean Payton. Sean Payton. Sean Payton. Okay? You look even at Jameis Winston, from where he was at Tampa Bay to playing in New Orleans. He was actually had Jameis Winston stayed healthy, they'd been in the playoffs without a doubt. Jameis Winston was playing really good football, and that is, of course, thank you, Sean Payton. So, could you go ahead and now bring? I think it actually would be a better move to bring Sean Payton in now that you got Dan Quinn, because now you're not messing with the defense. You're just going to try and improve the offense even more. Payton also said he wants to take a break from football, and that's what I believe too. But we can all say that. No, we're not in Detroit. No. Not going to Super Bowl. I'm done with the season. The next Super Bowl I go to will be the next time the Cowboys are in one. How about that? So I got to run, guys. I got to get the propane. I'm on my last tank of gas here for the workshop, and I'm on the last tank outside at my fire pit, and I don't want to be out there without heat. It's supposed to get some snow tomorrow too, so I got to run and do that. Pick up some groceries and things for my keto, and that's right, money talks, and of course he's gonna. What is he gonna? He can't go out there and say, New Orleans. I mean, be realistic here. New Orleans, I want to take a break. I want to take a break from coaching, but I'm going to coach the Cowboys. You just said, hey, Trey, I'm about to end right here, right now. Okay. You can't go through and say, oh, I want to go coach the Dallas Cowboys when you literally just a couple of days ago said, I need a break and I'm stepping away. You can't do that. Okay, you can't. So I'll be back later on. I'll be back because in 3 hours from now, I can put another coat of this on here, and I can't wait to get it actually all covered. All of this is going to be that clear epoxy. So I will see you guys in the workshop here later. Peace.